I personally have seen for a couple of years. I've actually seen it. I've seen you guys praying for people at the tables who need healing, and healing happened on the spot without the assistance of the healing teams. I've seen people come to the tables that are at a crisis in their life and they need help, they need something. And you guys begin just praying and declaring into the Spirit, and I saw the atmosphere literally starting to shimmer and change, transformation happening to that situation in their lives. And we didn't have to call in the intercessors. I've seen you guys, I've seen people coming through the doors from long distances, hoping that they can find somebody in this building, just somebody who can speak to them because they need to hear from the Lord, and they need someone who can speak to them for the Lord, or from the Lord for them. And they walk in, and everyone they run into speaks to them, gives them a word from the Lord, and their lives are changed. And we didn't have to set up prophetic teams for it. You see, it's your turn this year. This is as real to me as if it has already happened. I've seen it so many times. I forget that it may not have happened yet fully. I don't know when we'll see it all, because it's mostly up to you to decide. See, there's a measure of training that has to happen, and we've got plenty of opportunity for you to get trained here. The action nights help with that as well. We have that, but ultimately, you can have as much of the supernatural as you want. But there has to be an intentional choice to begin accessing it. As Bonnie was talking about, there's nothing you have to do, but you do have to decide to access it. You have to decide that that's what you want and what you want to walk into. It's just a choice. So we're all being called into deeper levels of maturity, into a richer life of holiness that literally opens up the heavens for us. And when I say literally, I don't mean figuratively. We're going to be coming into a time where the heavens are literally opened up for us. This type of access to Him will significantly transform our lives and how we view everything around us, such that people that we live with or work with will notice a difference in their lives too. You know, it's not that they're going to notice a difference in our lives. They're going to notice a difference in their lives simply by being around us when we have this level of access to His presence. I'm telling you guys, we can really have some fun. No matter what's going on around us, we can really have some fun this year. Finally, this is the year that women are stepping into leadership in the church. This includes MorningStar Fellowship, but it's a lot broader. This applies across the entire church. Now, I don't know about you. This is a word I've been hearing since I first became a part of MorningStar over 20 years ago, and we still haven't seen it fully fulfilled yet. In spite of at least that I know of, 20 years of this prophetic word being repeated, most women leaders still end up leading women's ministries, children's ministries, worship, or intercession. Now, we're way ahead of the curve here at MorningStar, but there's still some room to go. So here's the deal. Today, I'm officially declaring a moratorium on ever uttering that prophetic word again. From this day forward, the idea of women in leadership is no longer a prophetic word. You see, when we hear a prophetic word, we tend to place the fulfillment of it off somewhere in the future, one day, all right? But the idea of women in leadership in the church is not for the future. Right now, it's good news. It's time we start stop thinking of it as a prophetic word and start evangelizing the idea of women in leadership in the church. Part of the reason for the delay has to do with the mindset of women towards the concept of leadership from a practical standpoint, and part of it has to do with the mindset of men on the concept of leadership. So one of the things that I want to do, we need to fix this right away. So one of the things that I felt like the Lord was telling me to do is I'm going to have I'm going to call it a women's leadership training course on October 11th. The class is focused on mobilizing. It's about a lot of how with some why. Men are welcome to attend, probably should attend. But I'm calling it a women's leadership training class just to begin setting the stage for the new way of thinking, all right? We want to begin thinking in that way. If you're interested in attending the class, whether you're male or female, stop by the book table. Again, sign up for it. We want to make sure we know about how many people are interested so we get the right size room and we can let you know where it will be. So, all right. So I want to bless you guys. I bless each of you with the faith that brings forth the substance of your hope. I bless you with strong bonds of connection to others here in the fellowship and with the release of supernatural power that will not stop. I bless you with the power to heal, to transform, and to instill hope. Finally, I bless you with a full understanding of the good news of the place of women in leadership in the kingdom of heaven and the skills and anointing to bring it about.